One of the other improvements you'll find in CS5 are brushes. So let's go to our brush tool first and show you what we got here. If you come up here to the brush picker, you're going to see that there's different brushes in here. There's brushes that actually look like brushes. They've got that brush tip to them. So when you choose one, and when you combine this with like a Wacom pen and tablet, and the pressure sensitivity and the different styluses and pens that you have, you can get some really interesting effects with it. So as we can see here, take a look at what's happening, because I've got my pen on the tablet right now, and I'm holding it straight up and down. As I start to tilt it over to the right, look at the preview. Okay, it starts tilting over to the right. Now I'm moving it over to the left. Now I'm kind of bending it down toward me, and now I'm bending the pen away from me. It's over the tablet, but it's actually bending down toward the desk. Okay, and you can see that, and you can brush. Okay, your brush is going to interact differently based on how you're holding your pen and how you're using your pen and in which direction and things like that. So when you combine that with the pen and tablet and the pressure sensitivity and the different styluses and things like that, you can really achieve a lot of different painterly effects that you wouldn't be able to achieve without it. Okay, so the whole brush dynamics has changed. You've got this little preview up here. You can make it smaller. Just click on these arrows. You could close it if you wanted to, or just click on that bar and you can move it over if it starts to interfere with your photo. All right, so let's check out the mixer brush. I like this one a lot. Okay, and I'm going to come up here. I'm going to right click on it and reset the tool. And here's what it is. Let's go choose a different brush. Let's pick this 24 pixel one here. And essentially the mixer brush is letting you mix colors, because a regular brush, what would a regular brush do? My foreground color is set to black. If I just start painting, that's what I'm going to get, right? Okay, so that's not what we're looking for here. I want to actually start to mix these colors together. So with the mixer brush, see the difference? Okay, see what I'm able to do here? I'm able to actually mix these colors in with each other. Okay, so the orange is going into the blue and the pink's going into the orange and things like that. Let's do file revert on this one. When you come up here, you're going to see you have different options for load brush and clean brush and whatnot. So, take a look at what, just an example of the things that you can do. My foreground color is again black. I've got load brush, which is going to load the brush after each stroke. So watch what's happening here. I'm actually starting to introduce some of the color in there. Or if I undo that and I go to clean brush and I keep just going around and around in a circle, it's just constantly just taking the colors that were under it and just mixing them together. You got lots of presets in here, and this is really the best place to start. Just come in here and start to experiment with the different presets. You've also got control of all the settings inside here. All right, so you can see what's going on with those. And when you start to combine this with the key feature here, which is sample all layers, because what that'll let me do is make a blank layer in my layers palette. I turn on sample all layers, and now I can come in here, all right, and start to do things. Okay, I'm just going to mix all these different things together here, just lots of crazy stuff. Just circle around. Let's go up here to clean brush and do a little bit of that. Okay, so I've done all these different things. If you look though, if I hide the background layer, I've done them all onto a separate layer. And that gets really powerful, because now you're not stuck with doing all of these things on the original layer. You can do it all on a blank layer, and you can create some very painterly type effects by doing that, because you're not messing with the original photo, and you don't have to worry about always worrying about seeing the original photo. If you put it onto a blank layer, now I can get pretty interesting with it. Okay, so give it a try. If you're into painting and you like the painterly aspect of Photoshop, you're gonna like it that much more when it comes to CS5, because it lets you do things that you weren't able to do inside of previous versions of Photoshop.